Hello everyone, and welcome to my new series called Retrograde Shadow Work. I see that we can take advantage of the Mars energy. The Mars energy when entering its ruler sign of Aries in 28th of June, where it will go back and forth until early January next year. And Mars in Aries is about telling the truth, bluntly, not so politely, but squeeze out the truth. And since we also have many of our planets doing retrograde during this summer and this fall and early winter. So retrograde is to look back and finalize and redo what's need to be redone to create the new, to make place for new stuff. And I see this series about shadow work, retrograde shadow work, is a way for you to process and get rid of things that not need anymore, that not serves you anymore, to make space for the new that is coming that's coming now in the society, in the collective. And for that work, I have brought forward 5 oracle decks: the Les Vampires, the Alice of Wonderland oracle, the Chacholi oracle, Gods and Titans, and Goddesses and Sirens, to trigger and process. And today we will make 5 cards, and then I will come back in a few weeks and see what happened. Would be very happy if you could comment what's happening to you, so when I come back in a few weeks we can go through your comments and see what you have learned, what this work has triggered, and that could be useful for other persons also doing the shadow work. And then I will add some new cards or new dynamic each time to get deeper and deeper and deeper down into what this could signify for you and what development it could take to release or integrate. And you know, on YouTube and on Google there is lots of videos and information about shadow work, so I will not spend so much time here to talk about how it works and why to do, more than release and let go of things you don't need or that's blocking you. I will focus more on actually doing shadow work and be the help and support to you to actually doing it, and guide you and follow you and support you in that work. To see your life path, to help you to your self-leadership and creating stronger and more vital relationships in your life. I couldn't help but putting out the story, because the tarot card has the capability of telling the story about shadow work. So I will use the cards here to give you that story. And we start here with the Four of Cups. Four Cups signifies a standstill, apathy, and not moving forward, feeling stuck here. And here comes the offering of the fourth cup, but not be able to receive things that are given to you. So that could be something that is telling you that you have something to work on. You don't have any energy and you feel stuck. Another symptom of that you have something that you need to let go of is the Nine of Swords here. Worries. How should I do? This is not working. I need to change this, but I don't know how to change it. Should I go this way or this path? Feeling stuck, that knowing I need to do something. It's my emotions, my body, my mind tell me that I'm not, something is not right, but I don't know how to fix it. And my perception about that will be shown here with the Five of Wands, that this struggle is not a struggle with other people. It's about your sub-personalities, that you have different sub-personalities within you that are fighting. Oh, I want to meet a new person. I need to feel loved and give loved. And being in a relationship with someone. And then you have another part within you that, yeah, but do you remember how it went last time? You get abandoned, you got hurt, you was crying, feeling very sad. I don't want to have any close relationship with anyone because that will make me hurt. And then the struggle is going on inside to feeling I need love, I need connection, I want to be in relationship. And the other party says, no, you will only get hurt. This will not be feeling well. So this inner battle taking place and not knowing what to do. And that eat a lot of energy. And from the Checholi Tarot, I brought this card, the One of Cups, where the little girl here, or the girl here, holds all her, or some of her sub-personalities, and try to make them work together, to make them aligned, or at least stop the battle, get to know each other better. So this is a part of this shadow work, to find out what parts within me are in a battle and how can I get them not make me feel struggling and not knowing what to do. Because this is about having resources, the Four of Pentacles, but holding too tight to something that serves me very shortly. I have a gain right now. I will not get hurt. But I will not get any abundance because I'm stuck here. And it is a mind game within yourself, about pros and cons and hidden emotions that get activated when you start to think about things that have hurt you before, backwards to your childhood or something that has happened recently. So the Eight of Swords here signifies that you have an internal battle, but it's self-created, consciously or subconsciously. And the stuckness here in the Five of Cups is that you see what lost, but you don't see what you actually have, both emotionally and resource-wise. Like the Five of Pentacles that have the sense of poverty, not having, and not seeing that within the doors here of the church, just enter the gates and then you will receive help. So it is within reach, but we are not we don't have the possibility to access it. And like the Devil card shows for us that when we are stuck, hold with something here, hold by the devil, you see the chains here that holds us stuck. The opening is very big here. You just have to take off the chains and then you will be free. So you have the possibility to be free. It's only you need to take that decision. So how to break free from these constraints, this fight? Because what we want is to be able to give and receive invitations to relationships. And we all have abundance within us that we can share with others. To have great relationships, to be together with other people. And the Lovers cards here, in this context, will have two significations. The Lover card, the number 6 of the Major Arcana, is about taking a decision. And it's also about to merge the duality, or at least get the duality to have less fights and start to accept that, okay, I have the sense of hurt and I have the need of love, that both these feelings can exist together and not need to fight each other. But when you take the decision to go into shadow work, here is a card from this deck, the Checholi Oracle, that when we have this Pinocchio here looking under the skirt, under this girl, and when you put your nose and dig into places, it can feel like, I shouldn't do that because this is very intimidating. This is very, this could hurt me, and maybe I should keep my nose out of this. So shadow work can be very challenging. You can feel very upset, be crying and feeling that I add more of worries and senses of feeling stuck. But so that is something that is needed to be taken a decision on, how to actually, I will do this, even though, because not everyone will get the sense of feeling hurt. Some will get the sense of relief very quick, and some will have a long path before finding the way to actually handling these subpersonalities, to get them to coexist and not fight each other. But when you make this decision to take a path to something new, there is also a decision about that I need to leave a belief that I have that firmly keeping me stuck, that I need to know that to create something new, the new sun, that new start that comes after death, I need to leave something to be able to create something new. So the Ten of Swords here show I need to surrender. I need to accept that I need to give up some beliefs that's holding me and jump on the fool's journey. I will do the soul searching, the shadow work, to see what new things I need to make. And of course, there is a need, like the hermit here, to go in within yourself and see, look for what's not working and what the conflicts are about, and need to put the swords to rest and contemplate recharging. And like the hangman, okay, I have the sense of stuckness, but I know I need to have a new perspective on this solution. And this process of going within yourself, searching and contemplating, and put down the fight, stop fighting. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want, and the avoidance. You will find a new way of creating your life, approaching your life, viewing yourself, viewing your subpersonalities. And you will take the decision that I will do in a new way to approach this problem that's getting me stuck. And of course, you will have the old way and the new way, both in focus. If I go the old way, I will get the same result. If I go the new way, I will get a new result. And sometimes I go the old way because I did forget to make an active choice about actually trying the new road I have seen here. So there will be a rocky road, doing the old way and doing the new way, until the new way start to feel not so dramatic, not so worrying and not so scary. So this could be like the Seven of Pentacles, that when the seed is created, it will grow, but sometimes we need to have patience that it will grow slowly, and we need to wait. And sometimes we need to go back and maybe think, okay, I had a solution, but I need to look for another solution also. And do like the Eight of Pentacles. do the training, do the hard work, and sometimes it feels easy, and sometimes it will feel like a hard work and very challenging and scary, mostly scary. But the final result is that your two sub-personalities can coexist together. So that's the goal here, to get these sub-personalities that are fighting within you to accept that they both exist and need to coexist, and put in use the one that serves you the best in each moment. Okay, I want to meet something, I need love, I want love. So I need to take care of the one that tells me, you know how it feels to get hurt if it don't work out, if you invest in a lot in this. And yeah, you say, I know that, but I carry you, my worry, close to me here, and I see you. So don't be afraid. But this is important to me, to have someone to love, to give love, to receive love. That is my life path. This is important values to me. And if I let you, the other sub-personality, control me not doing my life, I will not having my energy, my life energy cups refilled and abundant. So that's my story with the tarot cards here. And I prepared a checklist here for you if you want something more sturdy to hold on. So I prepared a checklist here. So first, of course, we need to create awareness that we are stuck and diffuse from this belief. So I guess the first is awareness, and also give it a name. The scary inner child that protects me from getting hurt in love. For example, you give it a name that suits you. And also forgiveness, acceptance, the integration part. Not try to, I want to lose this feeling, I want to hide it, I want to suppress it, I want to get rid of it. Because it is a part of you that is protecting you. But the protective voice is the voice of the scared one that need to be looked at and taken care of. And accept that, yes, I am scared. This part of me is scared. And also create perspective. Acknowledge your inner observer that, okay, I have all these sub-personalities, and I have this one that is very scared, that don't want to be hurt. And I have the other one that want to experience life, to be on my path in life. That you can differ between walking my path and creating my life and avoiding life, the scared part. And the inner observer is the the one inside you that actually are taking the decisions. And you have a choice here. Should I act on the feeling of being afraid, or should I act on the need of walking my path, following my values? And practicing and be aware of mindfulness, that stay in the moment, even if I'm feeling afraid, even if I feel tired, that actually have the grit to make active choices and be able to make new choices. Because the stacked energy is often about thinking of what happened that I don't want to happen in the future. So it looking backwards and looking into the future, and very little about being in the present moment, experiencing life vitally. So stay in the moment, take care of feeling afraid, and actually do what creates life in your life. Now this about love and love ache. That's only one of many shadow work items that could be actual for you. So you need to think, when you get aware of what value that actually gets suppressed, that not get manifested. So what are your values that need to be honored? Give the value a name, because this value that you want to honor is something that is part of your life path. So give the subpersonality that are scared a name, and give the value that you need to honor to be on your life path also a name. So when the inner observer here are going to take an active, conscious decision, that you easily can differ between the two feelings, the two subpersonalities. And of course, you need to connect the dots between what I try to avoid is, what does that reflect back to, what do I want to do? The value. So name your new behavior, your value, and take an active decision to act on the behavior that honors your value. And then commit to action. When a situation arrives that triggers the shadow response, the avoiding this response, stop, go to your inner observer, and make a conscious decision of making the action that honor your value. Okay, but just this disclaimer here, that this can trigger trauma from your childhood. So do you know that you are fragile and don't want to be more upset in your life? Postpone this to another opportunity. Okay, so just a quick reference to shadow work is something that Carl Jung described and found out. And of course that is a very valuable start, but it's very long time ago. And for taking his work further, I used the acceptance and commitment therapy model that is called the hexagon. that is the latest third wave cognitive behavior therapy learnings that we have as tools today, now when we know more about how our psyche work and how our body work and what we need to be happy and what we need to do less of in our life to have a fruitful, growing life. So I'm just showing it. This is what my model and the process I showed you here is based on the latest research within this area of working with growing as a person. Okay, so let's get started here. So I stop this video now, and then I will do the video for your sun sign, or Mercury sign, planet, or Venus, the moon, sun, rising, because all our emotions are involved here. So it's only the outer planets like Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus that is out of this. So soon. Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your Retrograde Shadow Work process. I brought out the beautiful Aquarius card here to remind me that you are together with me here right now, participating in this shadow work process. So let's get started. And we take the first card here from Les Vampires deck. Call for help, reach out, need for backup, admit your needs. So, if you are a person who have difficult for ask for help, maybe this is the time to change that life pattern and more being able to more freely reach out for help, because everyone around you, friends, family, colleagues, are receiving and giving. We are receiving and giving to each other all the time. And we need to remind ourselves about the great happiness in sharing and giving. So ask for help to facilitate for someone to actually give something to you will give happiness to that person. Okay, we put out the second card here from Alice Wonderland and see what additional information or energy we can put in this process. Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. Yes. You know when it's time to ask for help. You can trust yourself. You know what is best for you. So use your inner guidance about how should I be able to reach out for help? What topics? When should I solve this on my own? And when should I ask for help? And maybe there are a subpersonality here within you that are easy access help from others but are put in the dark. So when you need help and you sense I need to ask help from someone else, then I will take out that part of me and put it in use. Let's take another card here from the Checholi Oracle. Number 13. Looks like she stands there in the tower and holding a leaf in the hand. And it looks like it's winter in Candyland and the starry night. Let's take help of the guidebook here. But for me, when someone stands up in the tower and has the crown on her head, she has the overview for taking decisions. But this card is about isolation. Solitude is a valuable and positive part of life, but isolation is soul draining. Taken too far, solitude becomes loneliness, and isolation becomes a habit. If you don't share your thoughts and feelings with others, they echo back and forth inside you until you can turn them off. Only you can break free of the pattern of isolation if you've made it clear you want to be left alone. Change the signals you're sending out if you want companionship. So this could be isolation, that feeling trapped in the feeling of loneliness, a stuckness energy. So the guidebook gives us advice here. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, all solitude or all society. Let it right ones in. Let the right ones in. So take the when it's time to be sociable, then you bring forward that part of you. And when it's time to go into contemplation like the hermit and reflect over things and for finding your own good advice within you, then you choose that part. So be flexible on when to ask for help, or be sociable and flexible about when stand in your own energy and finding the answers within you. Okay, we put out a card here, an archetype card, masculine archetype card, and see what can be done in this process, how this can help us. Hermes, communication. So this is about training communication. Swift communication. And you know, when you search for an answer within, you will get the answer directly. And when you train on sensing that this is an answer that I can trust. You can act upon it within a tenth of a second. So he carry his knowledge behind him in the paper rolls, so he can act swiftly during what's needed in that moment. Something he trained for all his life. So that's why he's good at it. So we need to be learning before it gets easy. Okay, this jumped out, so this is female energy and female archetypes. Andromache, strength. So you need to, you have the possibility to access the strength within you and use it. So this is great advice for be able to reach out for help. And reach out for help in the community is a way of participating in the community. And you have tools of communication and strength to do that. But I understand this is very hard for asking for help sometimes. So we need to train on it. Because a use of asking for help or to be a part of the active part of the community will be the new that will be coming with the Aquarius time, that will be more evident in the upcoming next year and for a couple of thousand years more. That even if we step in the Aquarius, individuality, the local community is very important to be part of, because since we are in swift change cannot take place on a country level. Swift change need to take place in smaller groups or smaller communities. So be a part of small communities and sharing your resources and take advantage of the resources that are within will be a skill that will be useful for the new that will be upcoming. Okay, I leave you with this, and please comment below and share with me and share with others reading this process. And I will come back in a fortnight, in 2 weeks, and add some Checholi tarot cards and deepening what's behind this transition, to facilitate this transition. So you who are in your own energy, Aquarius, for the new, you need to sharpen your tools. So bye bye and take care.